Hello beautiful souls and welcome. Today we are using some special decks. These were requested by Nadine. She asked for the Kitchen Oracle and Herb Tarot or Oracle. I forget. So I don't have the Kitchen Oracle, but I'm assuming she means the Witch's Kitchen, which is a very similar deck to this Witch's Wisdom. So I'm going to use this. And then she said Herb Tarot or Oracle. I can't remember. Well, I have both. So we are going to pull a couple cards from these decks today, and we will see how it goes. I'm going to start with a card from the Witch's Wisdom deck. And this week I just want to see what comes out. We'll base the theme based on what comes out of the Witch's Wisdom deck, and then we will go from there. If you have any requests for decks that you would like to see in a reading, please let me know. And also let me know if you're enjoying this style of reading, the timeless messages for anyone. I haven't been doing too many pick-a-cards just because life has been so chaotic. Just haven't had the time, but I do want to do more. I have figured out a bit of a lighting situation, which hopefully works, and hopefully I can film more pick-a-cards after my kids go to bed. But in the meantime, this is what you're getting. Okay, so we are starting with the card Chalice, which is fulfillment. So I think moving forward with this reading, we're going to discuss how we can feel better fulfilled in our lives and what steps we can take to be more fulfilled with our current circumstances. Sometimes we think of fulfillment as the ultimate end goal. Like when we've reached our dreams, that is when we will feel fulfilled. You know, when we've manifested our dreams, manifested the abundance, that's when we will feel fulfilled. But really, you can feel that is a tongue twister today. Fulfilled at any moment in your life. So this card is the Chalice. And recently, I've really been thinking about the idea and the saying of filling your cup and your cup being full. But so often we forget that sometimes our cups are already full. Sometimes it is full of negative or even neutral energy. And as hard as you try to put positive energy into that cup, if it is full of negative, hurtful language in your head, it's hard to overcome that. We need to release some of that negativity, some of that neutrality in order to fill it with a higher vibrational state. And my dog is snoring in the other room. This reading is just going to be full of me stammering over words and my dog snoring. I'm sorry. But again, chalices, fulfillment. When we can allow things to leave our lives that aren't serving us. It's like that shirt in your closet that you've held on to since high school. It no longer fits you. It's no longer a style that you would wear, but you're still holding on to it, whether it's for sentimental reasons or just because you don't want to get rid of it. Sometimes those items just clutter our closet. Sometimes things like that just clutter the mind. And especially for the mind environment, it's like you can't just keep moving it from place to place. You have to let it go sometimes. I find at the most random of times, memories will come back to me, really insignificant memories. Like, you know, the day I had like a purple popsicle, right? Like, why am I holding that in my memory bank? Why was that significant? Sometimes things like that just clutter up the mind and don't allow you to put new, positive, higher vibrational things into your subconscious. Like, it's just full of other things. So while we are thinking, yes, we have to fill our cups and we have to fill it with things that we want and positive energy, positive vibes, you still have to clear out the old, right? You can't, if you pour water into a glass that's already full, you might displace some of what was already in there, but most of it's just going to spill out, spill over. So I hope that metaphor makes sense. And let's see what the herbs can add to this conversation. On this chalice, there is the pentacle, which is the balance of earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. So again, balancing that within ourselves, balancing the different energies associated with the different elements. Like earth is very grounding, fire is very passionate, right? So how can we find balance while we are filling our cup? Interesting. We have the card of cleanse. Anything else? That literally turned right upside down in the cards. So we have the card of cleanse. So again, as I was saying, it's about clearing out the old, clearing out what is no longer serving you so that you can make space for new things to come in. This is the colt's foot. That is the herb that is on this card. And it's very, the background of it's very bubbly, like it reminds me of sparkling water, which is, you know, fancy water, right? That's what my kids call it. We've got a soda stream, and they like having the bubbly water, the fancy water. So, you know, sometimes you gotta empty your chalice, empty your cup of the stagnant old water, and fill it with the bubbly water. Fill it with you know, water infused with passion, with love, with vitality. And sometimes it might even be worth doing sometimes it might even be worth doing a perhaps a ritual bath, a ritual cleansing, or if it's raining where you are. Where I live, we don't get a lot of rain. We go from snow to extreme dry. But if you get a lot of rain where you are, especially if it rains on a full moon, like literally go outside and allow the full moon rainwater to cleanse over you. Like that would be amazing. Okay. And then we have the card of cacao, which is the Hierophant. And whenever I think of the Hierophant, or even cacao or chocolate, you think of something that is really desirable, right? It is a person who is up on a pedestal. It is a person who is above us in status. And it's like, even when you think about chocolate, right? So many people put chocolate in this high pedestal. In the candy hierarchy, chocolate is up there for so many people, right? It's a special treat they allow themselves to have. So as we are filling our cup and as we are cleansing ourselves, don't try and fill your cup with something that is up here, right? You can lift yourself up to be up here, but then you're both on the same playing field, right? You're not down here, and what you're filling it with is not up here. You need to bring, not necessarily your dreams down, but bring yourself up to where your dreams are so that you exist on a level playing field. There really is no candy hierarchy, right? Chocolate may be delicious, but so are gummy bears. So are, I'm not a big candy person. jelly beans, you know, whatever you like, that's okay. You don't need to put it up on a pedestal and make it be out of reach. Allow it to be within reach. Allow what you're filling your cup full of to be within reach, to be accessible and believable, right? I think that's a really hard time, or a hard thing that people have a lot of issues with when they're manifesting, is that they have this dream that they don't believe is possible for them. And that's blocking the manifestation right there. Saying, you know, like, I really want this. I really want $1 million. But then never actually believing that you are worthy of or could ever possibly get $1 million. Part of manifesting in the law of attraction is believing that you can get what you want. You know, believing with, say, the innocence of a child. When a child, because, you know, we're going back to this cacao metaphor, when a child goes out trick-or-treating on Halloween, the ideal, right, at least for my kids and from when I was a kid, you were always hoping to find that house that had the full-size chocolate bar, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. Were you not hoping to find that house when you were trick-or-treating, right? You were always hoping to find that house. But if you didn't believe, if you were just like, well, no one in our neighborhood is going to give out full-size chocolate bars, so why would I even hope for a full-size chocolate bar? You know, when you give up believing, then the manifestation will rarely come in its full glory, its full capability. But when you go out with that childhood innocence, that childhood determination to find that full-size chocolate bar, you're gonna get it. You're gonna find it. This past Halloween, it was COVID. We had no clue if people were even gonna hand out candy or what was going on. So we had told our kids, like, if they didn't get any candy, or if only like 5 houses or whatever were handing out candy, then we would go to the store and we would buy them full-size chocolate bars. Our corner store typically has, you know, you can buy 2 for whatever the price is, 2 for $5 or whatever it is. And we said, you know, whatever the deal is, you can each buy the selection. Didn't my kids come home with handfuls of full-size chocolate bars? I think this past Halloween, despite it being locked down, despite, well, we weren't in lockdown at that point, but despite it being a pandemic, they had the best haul for the tiniest amount of effort. So many people, I think so many people felt bad for the kids who, again, like us, thought that no one was going to be handing out candy. So many people were giving out full-size chocolate bars. It was amazing. So the kids had so much fun. And again, it was maximum result for minimal investment. They barely had to leave my street to get a bag full of treats for them. And that's how you need to manifest. You know, if you're you need to let go of the idea that you're not going to get that full-size chocolate bar. And you need to just trust that it's coming. Okay? I don't know why, but so often my readings involve food. It's probably, you know, a subconscious thing. I should probably eat before I film. But, yeah, what are you going to do? Let me know what your favorite chocolate bar is, okay? I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Love, light, and happiness to all of you. Bye.